Hi, I'm Phil from Driftworks, this is my buddy Jay, and this is my V10 powered E46 M3. And in this episode, we may be attempting to start it. Whether that actually works or not, I don't know. Let's see.
Okay, if we're going to get this thing running, it's going to need some oil. So I've spun the new oil filter on. Amazingly available at driftworks.com. Neither me or Phil knew these were on the shelf, but luckily they were, and that's fitted now. We've had a nice delivery of pipes from Tom at Advocult, as usual, and I'm going to get on with making the lines to feed the engine and the oil cooler. And this is going to be very similar to the filming of the coolant lines that I did a few weeks ago, so I probably won't film this, I'll just get it done and we'll move on to the next thing. Right, I've done the easy two. The last one, and most awkward, is this one here. It's a 2-bolt flange into the, I guess it's the sump or the block even. So we need to, come out. We need to be able to re-crimp onto this, as BMW did. Now this has been distorted from crimping on and crimping on again. So we're going to chop this off and weld something to this, but I'm waiting for Craig to come around for reinforcements and a second opinion since he's got to weld it. While I wait for backup, I'm going to get on with the next thing that needs to run, and that's fuel. We've got one of these clip-on to -6 adapters which I've fitted to the pump. I'll just show you how it works. It's got a ring there that goes that side of the barb. This pushes over there. This pushes over there. That screws together, and there's no way then it can blow past the barb. So nicer than plastic clip-on things. And then we're going to run the rest in -6 PTFE. There's a couple of little bits to note on the way, but I'll show you that as we go along. Right, last connection on the fuel. So the fuel pressure regulator was on an ugly T-piece. Now it's on a different temporary T-piece because I got the fitting welded onto the fuel rail here, thinking that was clear of everything because the trumpets are over here, and it turns out that the new airbox that's being designed is going to ruin this plan. So this needs moving, so this is all a bit temporary for now, but to get the thing running, we'll just hook that up to there, plug the pressure sensor in, and we're good to go. As we move closer to the all-important start, I thought I'd better tick a few things off the list. It's time to connect some power to the car and see if it comes back to life, because it's been, I don't know, 4 or 5 years since this car had 12 volts in it. I mean, I hope it comes back to life. So I've gone through the engine bay, I've plugged in everything properly, bar the oil pressure sensor, because I'm still waiting for that fitting to finish the last oil cooler pipe, and I need to remove the power steering pump to get to all of that, so that can get done together. This is headlight wiring, so not important for this. That's ABS wiring, not complete yet, and not important for this. I think I've got the jump pack rigged up in the boot. If we flick this on, right, key. Come on, you beauty. Oh, dash. We've got pectail dash though. Don't know what that noise is. Got no power to the ECU by the looks of it, but that may have an earth off or something. Please click. Disappointing. I better figure out why the ECU's not powering up. Little bit of a, schoolboy error. We hadn't got a ground on the engine. I've run a jump lead for now, all the way to the back, to the battery. Haven't tried the starter motor yet, so you can try that with me. We seem to have a good old pectail dash powering up. Come on, please click. We're in business, I better finish these oil pipes. I've just been through the boxes of treasure that we took off this car years ago, and there is one strap. Let's simply fit it. Now, while eating my lunch, I've had some brilliant news off old man Taylor that I've possibly plumbed the oil filter housing backwards. So, next job is fill the engine up with oil, give it a crank, and we'll see which hole the oil comes out of the engine first, and then I'll know for sure if I've got to redo the pipes that I did yesterday. I bet you I have. Okay, so time to crack open the expensive oil and put it in. I think these things take just over 9 litres. I've got 8. Hopefully that's enough to just make oil pressure. Obviously we'll put some more in before we run it, but at least if I can get the oil system plumbed in the right way around, we've got a chance of it surviving its first start. It's like syrup, this stuff. We've also got that big question of all the work we did to the oil pump all those years ago, and I just hope we can get this to pick up oil. I guess there's only one way to find out.
Like gold, that, mate.
It costs about the same stuff.
Exactly.
No, actually, I just ordered 2. It wasn't as bad as I remember.
Was it not?
56 quid plus that for 4 litres.
That's still a lot more than I remember it being. Especially when you've got a 10 litre oil engine or whatever the bloody hell it is.
No, the good old days, though.
No. Give me a 4 AGE any day.
I don't know about that. That's the oil in. While the oil's in, Phil's busy ordering more oil.
And a battery.
And a battery.
As we just realised. Well, I just realised.
Yeah, I was cranking up a jumper pack, which we're going to do for this exercise, but hopefully we'll have a battery soon.
Yeah. Expensive shit.
Right, we're ready.
Returning the key.
I mean, this is a moment we've been waiting for quite a few years, to be fair, to see if the oil pump works.
True.
You know?
Yeah, because it's a bit of an oversight, that, wasn't it? But, you know.
And, you know, it's not packed with anything, so hopefully
modern oil pump. Hopefully it'll just pick it up quite easily, but...
Well, I should probably check that the earth strap works. Does the dash light up? The Pectel one? Yes, it does. We're in business. Go, and we'll hope for the best.
Okay. Yeah.
I think we're going to need more... Stop. We either need to take the plugs out or get more power. So we went for the taking of plugs out option. And if that'll focus, you can see the disgusting things that are in there.
Back to the computer!
Back to ordering. Yeah, I bet they've been in there since the engine was new, like in 2005 or 6 or whatever it is.
But yeah, those are grim, and yeah. It's this type of stuff that is part of the problem of doing this over so many years, and we can't even remember. We remember that we got it running when we got it back from the Nürburgring.
Yeah, and we had it running with fuel pouring all over the floor out the back of it because the fuel pipe was split. I remember that.
And I remember that the crank needed replacing.
Yeah, that was done.
Things like that.
Yeah.
But you know, we'll get there.
We'll see how this goes. We've got no plugs in it now, so at least it had compression.
Yeah, strong. Let's see whether we can overcome no spark plugs. Ready?
Yeah. Not really, but keep going. Well, nothing yet. Whoa, stop.
Got it.
Yeah, we have. I mean, that's good and bad because
it's in the wrong hole.
It's in the wrong hole, but
we knew it would be, though.
We've got oil, so yeah, that's good news.
Sweet.
That's positive. The oil pump worked.
That's 2 runs round.
Beefy warmness.
She's warm. She's warm, okay.
So Phil went round to old man Taylor. Got our weld-on fitting attached there. So I simply need to attach that to the top of the oil cooler now. And we're ready to try and get some oil pressure. Right, moving forward. Replumbed the filter now, so that it's the right way around. Got that new pipe made. So I'm just going to pump a bit of oil through the engine and flush out the cooler and the lines a bit. We'll call that flushed. Another step closer. I've just been out, I've got fuel. So, well, hopefully 20 litres is going to get it going. Oil cooler pipes are now back on. It's time to crank the engine over and try and get some oil pressure on the dash. Okay, so this is our oil pressure readout there, I presume. It says oil and bar, so let's see what happens. Oh. Right, sweet. 4 bar cranking. That's a lot. Well, I hope this is going to be alright. Hopefully I'm just overcomplicating things, worrying about the oil pressure. I don't know these engines very well at all, so hopefully 4 bar cold cranking is fine. I mean, the oil is like treacle, the Castrol 1060, so hopefully that's some of it. Anyway, time to put some new plugs in. That'll be the next thing ticked off the list. There we go, back to this point. I've simply looped the oil cooler out of the system for now, so we can start the thing without the front panel on, which I think will probably help us. I mean, it'll make it a bit quicker to get to that point anyway. It's not pouring out on the floor, so that's a positive. Perfect. Right, Phil's had to nip home for a minute, so I think I'll do everything I can before he gets back. So I'm going to prime the fuel system and we'll check for leaks. Well, I can't see fuel pouring out anywhere, so I think we'll go up in the air and just double check underneath. All looks dry under here. Oh dear. Where's that coming from? Oh. Taylor, that's for it welded on. I didn't want a fountain of fuel. Well, that's not good. Oh, I'm going to have to take the rail off. Carlos? Can you save me? Your master's let me down. Sorry, am I interrupting you? Have you got to have this done before he gets back?
Gearbox mount deadline.
Is he going to beat you if you ain't got it done?
It's on the way back. It's got to be welded.
Well, if he says anything, tell him if you've done it right the first time.
Okay. I'll just send him round to you, mate.
Don't
what we welded.
Well, we don't want to set you on fire, do we, Carlos?
No, don't set me on fire.
Set me on fire instead.
That wouldn't be good. The smallest tungsten in the world there.
I don't think that's going to go on fire. I think we're going to be alright. Don't show that one.
Right, so here we say this.
Yeah, it's in the crack between that fitting. It looked like it's coming out of the well, but it was just squirting, so.
Okay. Okay, I see that.
It's not going to leak this time, is it?
I mean, it's not pretty, but
Looks a little off from the bit I can see. Thank you.
Go and try it.
Get back to gearboxing before he comes back then.
Yeah.
Before I carry on plugging all the wiring in, I think it's time to just see if Carlos can weld better than Craig. It turns out Carlos can weld up that, but now I've got a leaky fuel pressure sensor.
Jay's just scared of small threads.
I'm scared of ripping the end of the sensor off. I know how much those sensors are. You don't yet.
I've probably done that up probably at least 3 more turns.
So should we give it another prime and see if it...
Yeah, let me get... Can't see anything yet.
That's good.
Still got some residual on it.
I'll blow it off with the airline.
Yeah, I think we'll blow it off first and then have another go.
So we need to clean fingerprints off that before we run.
The internet's going to destroy us if we don't.
Yeah.
There we go. On.
Time for gaskets. Woohoo! First time ever. If we can get them in.
Yeah, I'm saying woohoo, but it's going to be a miserable job.
This is the bit we weren't looking forward to.
Yeah.
I bet it's been hours since we last turned that on.
I reckon it's been 2 hours.
Yeah, probably.
What time is it?
35. It's definitely 3 something when we were messing
So,
with it.
been about an hour and a half of doing this. I mean, this is one of those times when you think, why did I do this? But then that's because I can't see this. All I can see is the misery of Nat's cock turn a fucking spanner every.
Any manifold's not a lot of fun, is
They're
it?
not, are they? But yeah, just knowing that we've got to take this off again, probably, is part of why I hate it so much. But, you know, I think that's it.
2 hours to do them. 2 hours to do up 20 bolts.
It's going to get us copyrighted as well, watching Steve Morris. I mean, we all love a bit of Steve Morris engines, but
Yeah. Can you get copyrighted from playing YouTube on YouTube?
Probably can, can't you? But yeah. Right.
Something I struggle for them.
What, are you watching us?
I'm just sitting there watching you struggle for a bit.
I'm pretty sure he'd have a man for doing manifolds up that take 2
Well, you
hours.
said about half hour ago, ready to run, so I thought I'll just wait around here, and it's raining, so I don't get wet.
We need to wipe the fingerprints and then we can just go brum, and it's idling. We haven't got throttle control, so we've got the throttle banks, I think, cracked just enough for idle, but we won't even be able to rev it. And also no exhaust. I don't know what it's going to tell us, but
We wanted to run it.
Is it going to sound good?
It's going to be loud.
Is it going to sound bad? Who knows? Is it going to set the oil filter on fire?
Probably.
Yeah, let's just do this. Get wiping, get starting. Right, no fingerprints. The internet's seen it now. Don't shout at us. Maybe.
You're probably rubbing it with the wrong
Probably
stuff.
am, yeah, there'll be some special sauce you're supposed to use. Isn't there?
Yeah, it's going to be loud.
And
Ready?
I mean, where's the fire extinguisher there? Okay, I'll grab another one if we need it, but okay, do it, Jay. Woo! It's loud. Go again. Sounds like it needs cracking a little bit more.
Do you want to bring your cable tie?
Yeah, maybe the normal size cable tie.
Oh, come on.
You getting more?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just trying to think if I not plug something in that it needs to see.
No, lambda's not plugged
Lambda,
in.
yeah, tape's not in.
Wait,
No,
wait.
air tape's not in.
You shouldn't need either then.
Ready?
Yeah.
I'll go a little bit more on this one as well. Just like iron him out, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, go.
Keep going?
Yeah. I think it's so out of balance.
Here we go, a couple of days later. I'm enjoying a very peaceful bank holiday Monday here on my own today. This morning I've managed to get the old PC fired up, get whatever I needed off that onto the new PC, download and install the software for this thing. It turns out that this ECU is in no way end user friendly, I'll say. It's not for, you know, your average man on the street. It's not like a Haltech or a Link or something where it has pictures and graphical interfaces. This is, as far as I can tell, just numbers. Also, it seems that Cosworth issue a license for these every year, which, you know, I had no clue about. And the link on there, the top link on their site doesn't work. Managed to find this year's license, so that's installed now. I've got connection to the ECU. It turns out we've got a TPS error. I'm hoping that's what's making the car cut out. I have rewired the TPSs since it last ran, so, you know, fair chance. Well, I managed to confirm the sensor was working properly by using the wire off the second TPS, and it turns out I pinned it wrong. So I'm in the process of de-pinning that plug. I'll swap the wires about, we'll plug it back in and hopefully that'll work. Okay. If we're looking here at AIN 5 and 10, which are analog inputs on this ECU, and you can see as 5 now goes down, 10 comes up. So wiring is corrected, and 11 and 12 are the other TPS which we've wired in, which work in the same manner. Well, I've managed to clear the fault now. We're in the green apart from map sensor, which I don't think we ever had. I don't ever remember seeing it. It's quite tense, isn't it?
It is, mostly because of the Wi-Fi signal here. We've got a repeater that's, you know, it's just on the wall there, which sends the Wi-Fi signal from the main building next door.
But it only works for a bit.
Always breaks.
Yeah, it works for a bit and you have to turn it off.
Yeah. So no, he's just creating a new dash for this so we can see what's going on with the TPSs, and then I've got to give him a call back. But yeah, it's pretty tense because this man, KMS racing engines, they're the real deal. They're not pikey drifters like us. So yeah, I don't want to waste any of his time.
Hopefully I've done my bit right.
Yeah, we're all real tense, but you know, fingers crossed he comes back and says it's done, but you know.
Yeah.
One thing we have to check before we run it.
Yeah.
Again, put the throttle pedal completely down.
Yeah.
Down.
That's down, yeah.
Release.
Okay.
Okay. Go.
If it's a big bang over there, then you are. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm standing back.
That worked.
There we go. Well, there's something there. No silencers yet, as you can probably hear.
Well, that's positive.
What we have to do is I have to figure out that separation thing that we have to do, and of course we have to, when everything is on the car, we must idle it properly.
Yeah. This is how impatient we are. We've got to go home, but desperately want to hear this with a silencer.
Yeah, it's been too long now, hasn't it?
Can't ever be bothered to find some
Don't melt
goggles.
your lens on your
Yeah.
camera again.
I'll pull it back a bit and use that to help me weld.
Go on then. Most importantly, don't do it too well if I've got to get it off again.
It's a beauty. And one on the other side. That's my best welding ever.
I guarantee you the man in Holland is not doing this bit right.
Right, let's hear this thing then.
I'm nervous, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. Tense shit this is.
Nothing's going to fall in the engine, is it?
Right, this is the best quality silencing you've ever seen. Don't get too excited, we can't rev it properly yet, obviously, and it's got no water in it or anything like that. And we've got this TPS issue still. But go on, Jay, hit it.
Hit it, and then...
Ready? I'm still standing back.
You watch it not go now.
That's only on half an engine. Man, that sounds terrible.
Wow, that one's warm.
Ah.
That one's dead cold.
Ah, yeah. So we definitely got cylinders down, haven't we?
Oh, don't forget the plugs out. Not today, though.
You can get most of them. Look at that.
Yeah, I'm sure you can.
Plenty of room.
Okay, so we've wet a few plugs in our trying the other day, I guess.
Plenty juicy, so...
Now we've simply got to get, obviously there's two on this side not working, and one of them is
So this one I think I can get out. That one I think I'm going to have a little bit of a challenge on my hands, but you know, I
That
like
one's
a challenge.
going to have to run till it clears, yeah? I'll film this, so, you know.
So the internet can just laugh and go,
I told you not to do that.
See, the thing is, what most people don't know, unless you're properly old school, is I once designed and built a car where the engine was halfway underneath the
And I
windscreen.
remember how good changing the plugs on that was.
And I had to create an extension on a socket that was millimetre perfect to be able to just about get it in and down and just about get it out. So if I could do that. I'm learning as I'm going on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's another properly juiced up one. So
Right, I'll set that
more
one on fire
fire,
then.
please. Okay, fingers crossed it doesn't sound like a bin lorry anymore. Go!
I've missed it. But it runs.
It runs
I
and it
don't
sounds
really want it.
dreadful.
Well done, you've done well.
Yeah, well done.
It's not in any way set up or
Yeah.
balanced, but it runs.
So yeah, that's all you're getting for today.
You've waited all these years and that's what you get.
It sounds naff, so yeah, more to come on this obviously, but my God, that has been a long episode and about one of the most tense things we've done in quite a while, I'd say.
Today, it's like having someone check your homework, isn't it?
It is literally, but like a proper university professor, and I never went to uni, did you?
I did a bit,
What did you do? Art?
yeah.
No.
And only 1 year.
So yeah, I don't know whether I'm going to breathe easy, sleep easy, or what, but that is obviously
I think it's a relief.
significant
It runs,
progress.
It's got oil pressure.
I'm pretty sure that once we get the throttles set up properly and balanced left and right, that isn't going to sound like a tractor anymore, and it might even run on all 10 cylinders. But yeah, like I say, not the LFA sounds that you're all coming here to watch, but but that'll do for now. And rest assured, in the next episode, we'll be doing our best to make it sound better than that. So yeah, thanks very much for watching.
I was about to say there's plenty to do before we worry about what it sounds
I think
like.
so. And actually, more importantly, I know you guys only care about this car, but this car is more important at the moment because I'm heading to the Nürburgring in it pretty soon. And yeah, it's not a complete car yet, so yeah. Thank you very much for watching. As always, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for commenting. Big thank you to our customers of Driftworks.com as well. The more you spend with us there, more like we are to do really dumb shit here. Always much appreciated, anybody that buys from us, so yeah. See you in the next one.